Now, if you are thinking of someone and you know, for example, that they have a particularly challenging physical problem, and you think to yourself, I sure wish that I could heal my brother from this physical affliction. And out of the love in your heart and the kindness in your soul, out of a simple desire of wanting to help, you allow this energy to move through you. And you stay with it for however long you feel that's necessary. And a couple of days later, you hear from your brother, and he's had an incredible thing happen. And what he says to you is, you know that I have been estranged from my daughter for 15 years. And you know that I have felt great pain because of this. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, out of the blue, she called me, she reached out to me, and she said to me, Dad, do you think we can find our way back to each other? So you hear this story from your brother, and you know that you did this work a couple of days before. You said nothing to him about it, but you did this work, and you were hoping that it would go in and heal his physical affliction. But he calls you and he tells you this incredible story. So do you then say to him or say to the universe, darn, that isn't what I wanted. That isn't what I asked for. Of course not, because healing will happen in any number of surprising ways. And it is all a beautiful thing. No matter how the healing comes in, the only important thing really is that it comes in. And I can tell you that it does, and it will. Now, you can be a light worker. You can use the little bit that you have learned right here today and just offer up some trusting, some knowingness that if you put your attention on something and you ask for the ability to heal, to be a vehicle for healing, and then you simply allow God to bring you what you're asking for, let it be okay that it shows up in whichever way it shows up, for there can be nothing wrong in any way that it shows up. Now, the beautiful thing with some of these new vibratory healing energies, for lack of a better word, that are here on the planet, such as reconnective healing, is that it creates such an extraordinary shift within you that there is no turning back. And what begins to happen as your vibration raises and as you awaken and as you remember who you are, what begins to happen is that there is no longer the possibility for going backwards. So you see, these tendencies that you might have to be in any way self-destructive, you can go down that path. But what will happen is you will escalate far more quickly into imbalance. And so what happens in essence is that your attention becomes much more clear. Your awareness is now there, and you begin to do things differently. So there is a downloading of light and information that comes and that is there for you to use as a tool to further your awakening and to be completely in balance in all areas of your life. For we know that this is what you are desiring, is peace and joy and love and a true feeling of abundance and balance in every area of your life. And it is yours. Now, another wonderful thing about using your healing abilities, your desires as a light worker to help those around you, is that with this reconnective healing energy which you are feeling through the TV. This energy helps you every time you engage it on behalf of someone else. There is a subtitle to Dr. Pearl's book. The book is The Reconnection, Heal Others, Heal Yourself. So you can give a bit of your time every day. Place your focus on whatever it is that has caught your attention needing assistance. It can be something that has stirred you through the news, for example. It can be someone in your local community, your family. It can be a homeless person that you see on the street even. When you place your attention there and you allow this healing to come through you on behalf of someone else, what happens in that very instant is that your own vibration is raised and you receive love and healing and this state of peacefulness yourself. And the more you do this, the more you learn to enjoy it and to be in that state more than you are not. So you gain a sense of freedom and relief. And also what can happen is that you understand that much of what you are experiencing in the way of any kind of negative energy, any kind of negative emotion that you might be experiencing, this is primarily created here in the mind. And when your attention is focused with healing on someone else, what happens is you are able to go into the spaces or the gaps in your thinking and simply be still. When this first happens, when for the first time that chatter in your mind is stilled, it is such a profound experience. Perhaps you've never in your life had a moment of quiet peace. Doesn't that feel delightful? That is a healing moment for you. So, healing again, it happens on so many different levels. This one here, who was so ill physically, healed primarily on the physical level at the beginning. But this has continued over the past 3 years. Yes, on a physical level, but far more on a spiritual and emotional and mental level, in that peace has become far more the state of being than anything that is imbalanced. This then will give you great energy to do what it is you're here to do. For when the light and the information becomes a part of your daily existence, everything becomes clearer and your motivation increases, your energy increases, your health transforms, your vibration transforms, your joy becomes apparent to those around you. And what you begin to do is attract in those who would wish to know, what is it that you're doing? What is so different about you? What has changed? And how can I have some of that? And this is the way healing begins to transfer across the planet, is from individual to individual. The good doctor knows what he's doing. One-on-one is the strongest way for you to affect the whole. For you see, you are all connected. It is right there in the name of the work, reconnective healing, reconnecting you to who you are.